Amara coming back with another episode of the Advo Comedian Podcast. And today we have breaking news. We have an emergency actually. Um, Astroworld. Sadly, Astroworld, 8 people have been declared dead by local police department. I think it's Houston Police Department. As you know, Astroworld is a festival, a yearly festival that last year was not run, but is run by Travis Scott. And due to COVID-19, I think last year it was canceled. So it's becoming like a new Coachella when it comes to it. 100,000 tickets were sold on day one. So we're gonna do a little segment because I wanted to see who is to blame for this. Do we blame the artist? Because there was scenes of Travis performing and continuing to, even though you could clearly see there's something going on in the crowd. The crowd is telling him to stop and things like that. So, what was the best option? Should he have stopped? And we are live and we are back, live, back at it again, back at it again. It's your boy Ross Kamara coming back with another episode of the Ava Comedian Podcast. We are currently recording on the Anchor app, so that's why I needed to do the second intro. According to ABC 13, A dead, hundreds of injured at Astroworld Fest Friday night, hours after Stampede. So this is
It's scary because you come here to have the time of your life, to have fun. Somebody that's pale has my shirt. Come on, like as humans, we have to do better.
But the majority of the people that you saw injured, were they crushed from the crowd, or what were the majority?
I heard that the majority of the people that were hurt, they were closer to the front, so the pressure of that was very immense. He was in the front. He had to help his friend.
He was about to pass out.
He took his friend out, got him help, and it went back.
Then I came all the way.
Okay, let's talk to you about that. So you were in the front.
Yeah, I was all the way in the front.
What was going on?
Well, in the front, there was definitely a lot of jumping. If you didn't jump, you were going to fall. And you would get trampled on, definitely.
So the crowd's pushing
Yeah, the
towards
crowd's
you guys?
pushing back and forth. Like, you needed to, if you were even a little bit tired, you were going to fall. It was just too insane.
And so you tried to get your buddy out.
Yeah, so my buddy was there. He was already passing out. I saw him, I noticed him on someone's back. And then right away he said that he wanted to go, and I just helped him out right away.
Was he passing out from people pushing him forward?
He just looked very tired. I think it was from people because there was too much pressure. You barely had like
Because
breathing space.
At these festivals, when you're up there, they have hydration stations.
Yeah.
Where you fill up your Camelback. But when you're up there for hours and you run out of water, that walk back is it's a fight.
Yeah.
So,
And just to take
sometimes
them
people
out,
just stay there hoping that there's a water bottle floating around, and that's just how it is.
When you're in the festival, you work so hard to get that perfect view of Travis Scott. The person you've been waiting for so long. And then you sit back and you think, oh, yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm dehydrated. But I gotta do it. This is my person. Let me be Superman just for these next 15 minutes. But people just don't understand their limits. Please, if you feel at one point you see something that's not right, you're leaning down. Don't be Superman. Please just take it on yourself to live another day. Because after seeing the little kid get trampled, 10 years old, and all he wanted to do was come here, have a good time with his mom and his dad. He wanted to experience possibly the feeling of a mosh pit. And now look.
Was he alone in the crowd, or was he with his parents?
I wasn't.
He was seen with his
Yeah, I was
parents,
with him.
and then we saw the report on Twitter that confirmed his photo and his information.
That's when
Yo, for the 7 people watching, you could join me on Zoom right now. I'm gonna put the link right under this post.
parents.
This is live right now,
He
so
was
that's why
relaxing.
I'm.
I guess during the night, I guess he wasn't with his parents. They just swayed off of him, and he fell and got trampled on.
Because it's so easy to lose somebody at these festivals. One moment you see somebody, the next moment they're gone.
But this was the most selfish festival because in the other ones they would have picked him up right away if he fell.
And why do you think people aren't coming to their senses about that stuff?
I don't know.
It's just people come here for a release, whether it's aggression. You know, people come to these shows to get away from reality. But sometimes your own ambitions might show a really dark side of you that isn't too caring. You know, me, I'm from New York, and you know, not to say that we're most caring, but I grew up where you had to help a brother. You know, so me jumping in to help that kid that was passed out, and his friends they were struggling to get out. I had to jump in and make that path for that man, because if not, that man wouldn't see any first responders. You know, so
So it was just trampling. People ran out of water. It was just third world country problems. Like American kids should not have that in that concert. It was badly prepared. In that's another thing that's showing me now. It's kind of badly prepared. So let me just read this article. It says, "A dead, hundreds injured at Astroworld Fest Friday night, hours after stampede." So 8 people died Friday night, and hundreds of others were injured during the opening night of popular weekend fest. It happened at the third annual Astroworld Festival, a sold-out concert event featuring multiple stars. The worst of the incident began at 9:30 p.m. when the crowd, approximately 50,000 concertgoers, began to move to. Um, Give me 1 second. Mike, all right. The crowd began to compress towards the front of the stage, and people began to panic. The view from Sky Eye overheard Friday night showed the heavy police fire department activity in the. Let me just read this bitch. I'm rolling some weed right now.
The view from Sky. From Sky Eye overhead Friday night showed the heavy police and fire department. The organizers, rapper Travis Scott and Live Nation, stopped the show when it was apparent that multiple people were hurt, according to Houston police. Houston Fire Department and Harris County medics transported 23 people to hospital.